So, good morning, everyone. Oh, we're in the afternoon now. Just let me share the link. I thought I asked you guys to submit your devices.
So what do you think?
I need to share the link. Hey, do something that just called me. Please do not stop when you are saying. We are live streaming, okay? There are people joining from now. I just want to send the link so that they get it. Then I'm going to start a timer at the moment I start teaching so that we don't where is Telegram? Okay, I don't really need to use Telegram. So let me start the time. From now, if you have anything to say to me, just write it down. If you have anything to say to me, just write it down. Good. So we are good to go. So I've sent the link to the virtual learners. Let's just proceed. Okay. All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. So, you will help me change slides. You know how to do that? Just press this. Like, give me some switch. Just press this. So, it's Python Foundations class. I want to talk about the Python basics and setup. Okay. So in today's class, we are going to understand why Python is popular and what it is used for. We are going to know key programming concepts like code, bug, errors, and the likes. We are going to learn how to install Python, how to set it up, and we are going to write and run our first program if time permits us. And we're going to understand variables. We are not going to handle that in today's class. Let's just proceed. Alright. There should be a slide before this. Actually, if you have gone through your elements, those that are in Python Foundation parts, you would have seen like what Python is. Python is actually a high-level programming language that is used to do a lot of things. And what can Python do? So Python can be used for web development, right? It can be used for web development using frameworks like Django, Flask, Fast API. It can be used for data science and data analytics. No, data science are those ones. They are those professionals that work on the algorithms. All right. So you know, there are algorithms. How many of you use TikTok? My sister here, let me use it. Right? What of Facebook? You know when you are, it's not the essence of the class, I just want to talk on this a little bit. When you are on Facebook or TikTok, when you watch a video, right? Before you finish watching the video, another video is already pending. So by the time you finish watching it, it just go up. And the content that comes next, have you ever wondered that content actually usually pique your interest? Have you ever wondered about that? Yeah? Whenever you are watching, you are on a social media platform, maybe Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, what comes next after you finish watching one? You will see that it will pique your interest, right? You want to stay and continue watching, and to continue on and on like that. There are algorithms behind that. You understand what I'm saying? There are algorithms behind that make predictions, and that's the work of our data scientists. That's just like part of their work. Then we have AI and machine learning. We all know what AI is, right? AI tools like ChatGPT, Meta AI. So Python can be used for AI and can be used to develop AI models and machine learning models, because it has a huge library, right? It has a range of libraries that can be used for this purpose. So I just want to check if my mic is turned on, so that's just going to end this briefly. Okay. All right, so let me just continue the show. There. All right. So AI and machine learning. So Python has a lot of to develop AI models and machine learning models. Machine learning is a way to make computers think and perform operations that humans are meant to perform, right? Making machines to be able to understand. You know your face unlock. I want to try to make this as close to you as possible. You know your face unlock. Have you ever wondered how that what do we call it now? That feature, that face unlock feature. Have you ever wondered how it knows your face distinctly from his face? We know there is normal camera, right? You can take your camera. But face unlock, what it does is that behind the scenes, when it scans your face, there are like patterns. Are you following? That the model studies to know that okay, this is different from this. Okay, this is how this one looks like. Do you understand what I'm saying? So automation and scripting. So Python can be used for automation and scripting. Automation is just making repetitive tasks to be done without human intervention. Do you know there are some emails that you don't have to be the one to do it yourself? You can set it such that the emails will be sent automatically. So Python can be used for that purpose. Python can be used for game development also. Python is also used for game development. Then we have scientific computing. Companies like NASA. Have you ever heard of NASA? That's National Space Maintenance Agency. They do with all these space, whatever, sending rockets into space and investigation the galaxy. Now, Python is not the only programming language we have. In fact, Python is a high-level programming language. Java is also a high-level programming language, same as C. Now, what high-level programming language? What are low-level programming languages? Now, high-level programming languages, they have syntax that are close to human language, right? They have syntax close to human languages like English and mathematics. You can actually write Python in plain English. So that's one of the reasons why Python is very popular. So if you look at this now, can you see what is on the screen? So this is Python, this is Java, and this is C. 3 different languages, right? The same thing, the same task. If you want to just show a text on the screen in Python, hello world, you use the print function. You write it like that, print, then you have the parentheses, and you put hello world into it. But in Java, before you can print just hello world on the screen, can you see what's there? You first declare public class, hello, you create a public class. You can't understand what class is right now, just forget about what it is. You don't need to understand these lines of code right now. But just know that in Java, if you want to just print hello world, you need all these. How many lines of code? Yeah, lines of code. Lines of code. Is it because we have a spoiler there? Alright. All of in C, you need 5 lines of code to do the same thing. Right? Okay. And if you want to add 2 numbers in Python, how many lines? Just 2 lines, just 2 freaking lines. Right? But in Java, you need how many lines? 7 lines. And in C, you need 6 lines. So do you not agree with me that Python is very simple? Alright, so now Python was created in 1989 by who? Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum. So, and don't get it wrong. Now, many of you might think that Python was named after the snake. That's what I said. Yes, that's what I said. I said 1989. Because of the name. Alright, it was created by who? Guido van Rossum. And it was named after a movie show, not after the snake. You know there's a snake called Python. Don't you know that? There's a snake called Python. So it was named after the snake, not after the what do you call it? Not after the. It was not named after the snake, rather. It was named after this show called Monty Python. It's a comedy show. It's an American comedy show. Now, reasons top 3 reasons to learn Python. I've already mentioned some of these along the line. Python has a readable and beginner-friendly syntax, right? So Python looks like English. It has clear logic and it is perfect for learning. It is very easy to learn. Even a 6-year-old can learn Python. It is powerful and versatile. What do I mean by powerful and versatile? It can do a lot of things. When you say someone is versatile, what does that mean? Imagine someone that's okay, he's a medical doctor, somewhere he's a counselor somewhere, he's mentoring some people somewhere, and he's a father. You know, he's doing a lot of things. He's versatile. So Python is versatile because it can do a lot of things. And the TV show. just a little technical glitch. Definitely not fun. Send the signal. Here are the top 3 reasons to learn Python. Python is readable and has beginner-friendly syntax. Right? Syntax is the way the program is written, the way code is written. It is powerful and versatile. So you can build a lot of things with Python. You can build apps, games. You can develop AI models. Then it has a huge community and ecosystem. Now, as a programming language, Python is open source. What did I call it? Open source. Meaning that anyone can contribute. If you are researching in the field of Python and you developed a new, or you discovered a new way to do something in Python, you can just contribute to the community, okay? And if you are learning Python, you can easily get support from the Python community. Alright, so let's talk about some key programming terminologies. Some of the things you hear about in programming. The first is code. So whenever you hear code, what does that mean? Instructions written in programming language. Like for instance, that print hello word that you saw is what? What do you call it? So code is a written instruction in programming language, like print hello world, or def my function. That's anything written in programming language is what? Code. So when someone is writing something in programming language, is what? Is coding. Alright. Script. Now a script is a simple short program. Let's say you created a program to calculate two numbers. Now, what is that? A script. Do you understand? A script is usually a .py file. You get to know that as we go on. Now, what's a program? A program is a full application. It can be simple or complex. It can be simple or complex. Now, a program can involve more than one script. Do you understand? Now, statements. A statement is one line of instruction like this. X equals 5. That is a what? A statement. Even print hello world, that's a statement. Any instruction that goes on one line, that is a statement. Alright. What's a bug? A bug is a bug. Yeah? Not the insects now. No. So this one is an error or mistake in code. Do you understand? Do you know what bugs are? Forget about programming. Bugs, normally. What are bugs? Bugs. You don't know bug. Bugs, they are insects now. Do you know they are annoying insects? Exactly. So because bugs are annoying, so just like that, bugs can be annoying, as in bugs in code. Bug is an error or mistake in your program. It can be a missing comma. It can be a missing parenthesis, and it affects your code as a whole. It affects your program. It can prevent your program from running. Even if you have written 50 lines, it might just be on line 13 that you have a bug. Your program will not run well with a bug. Now, an error. Of course, an error is a bug. Bug is an error. So we have different types of error. We have syntax or logic errors. So debugging. What is debugging? Debugging is the process of finding and fixing bugs. While syntax is the use of writing code, right? Like for instance, in English now, can you say the boys are coming? Does that make sense? Why? Why doesn't it make sense? Why wouldn't you write that in your YF essay? Why wouldn't you write that? Anybody? Please, this class is interactive, please. Anybody? Why wouldn't you write that? Yes? Why wouldn't you write it? Margaret, would you write that in your exam? Why?
Because
It's not correct grammatically, right? So the English grammar. Now Python syntax also is like Python grammar. So whenever you hear syntax means the grammar, the way Python is written. For instance, in Python, you write print. Anytime you write print, you have to put brackets, open and close brackets. It's important. You will learn all those as time goes on for those that are in the Python part. Okay, thank you. So getting Python on your computer. There are 3 steps to do that. First, you go to python.org and you click download. Right? I'm going to show you how to do that. For PC, yes. This is PC setup. You can check it out. But this is the advisable way to go about it. You go to python.org, which you are going to do right now. Then you click on the download, the latest version. Just pay attention. Just listen to this as it goes. We are going to do that in this class. We are going to do that in this class. Python.org. Then you download the latest version. After doing that, you install it. Right? I'll show you how to do that too. Then you choose an editor. There are different Python editors. We have PyCharm. We have a VS Code. The most popular one is for Python. The most popular one is PyCharm, right? But VS Code can be used for it too. And in this class, we are going to be using VS Code in Python. Alright. Okay. Now, the Python version you need is 3 point something. We are using Python 3. Now, there's Python 2, but it's no longer supported, right? In fact, there is hardly any programmer in the last maybe 10 years that has used Python 2. So, we are going to write our first Python program, which is what? Print hello world. And that will display hello world on the screen, on the terminal. Alright, if you want to understand the code, you might not really fully get it right now. But as time goes on, you will get it. But let me just quickly break it down. Now, the print is a function. Are you following? That print is a function. Any Python syntax that you see with brackets, any Python statement that you see with brackets is a what? Is a function. So print function is used to display things on the screen. Are you following? Used to display things on the screen. Now then, the parenthesis. The parenthesis is you put whatever you want to print inside the parenthesis. Then we have the quotation mark. Right? The quotation mark is to show that this is a string. We'll talk about the string later on. Okay, how should we touch variable right now? Today is set up we want to talk about. But let me just quickly talk about this. Alright. So what's a variable? A variable in Python, a variable is a container for holding data. So, a variable is a container for holding data. Are you following? And the way we declare variable in Python is the name of the variable, then equal to sign, then the variable. For instance, now, if you have an envelope, are you following? A letter is written, put inside the envelope. Now, what's the actual value? What is the most important thing there? What's the actual value there? is the letter inside the envelope, right? So the letter is the data. What's the container of that data? The envelope. Do you understand that now? So just like that, in Python, we use variables to store data. We use to store numbers, we use to store strings, lists, and a lot of other types of data. Alright. Are we together? So age, these are examples of variables. Age equals to 15. Now let me ask, what's the variable? If I have age equals to 15, what's the variable there? Eh? You will explain it. You want to talk, Margaret. What's the variable there? 15. Age is just the variable name. Are you following? So this 15 is the actual thing we are storing. Are you following now? So 15 is the what? The data we are storing. While age is what? The container. So, but what in Python, anytime you store a variable, you call it so are we together? So whenever you want to call that variable, this 15, you call it with the name. You will get to know that as time goes on. You call it with that age instead of 15. You reference that age. Anytime you reference the age, what are you referencing? 15. Do you understand? Alright, these are different these are different variables. Now this 15, the data type of 15 is number or integer. Right? Why this one is a string. Any kind of data inside quotes is called what? String. String. String is just a sequence of characters. You can even put numbers inside quotes. Anytime if you put numbers inside quotes, it's no longer a number. It's what? String. Alright. Then the height 5.6. This 5.6 is a float. Decimal numbers in Python are known as what? Floats or floating point numbers. Then this one is student equals true. This true in Python we have what called Boolean values. Boolean values are two in number, true or false. Those are the Boolean values in Python. Right. So data types, I've already talked briefly about it. Integers are whole numbers and they are known as int, like 5, minus 3, 100 and so on. Then decimal, they are known as what? Floats. Strings are in quotes. Then we have Boolean and we have the non-value. Do we have anything else here? Okay. Now you can use Python as a calculator. You can add numbers in Python, you can subtract, you can do exponents, raised to power, multiplication, division, floor division, and so on. Alright. This brings us to the end of the theoretical class. Let's just do a little bit of practical right now. We are going to set up a Python environment. We're going to set up our Python environment. Okay. Alright, remember environment, for Python environment, we need to download what? It's probably you use it. No, screen sharing at the same time. At least you can see it now. So we will work on fixing that. So you type python.org, right? Python.org. Okay. Then you locate downloads. So under downloads, you see the latest version, right? What's the latest version I'm seeing here? 3.6. I'm not going to use this download install manager. I'm going to use this 3.14.6. Once you click on it, it will begin to download. But I have Python download it. It's just to show you how you go about it. Okay, let's scroll down. Alright. When you scroll down, you see Mac OS, Windows. Now, if you are on Windows, you choose Windows. If you are on Mac OS, you choose Mac OS. So I'm on Windows, I'll click on download. Okay. Download installer. Though you will for those that are in Python Foundations class, you will not need to download that by yourself. We will help you set it up, right? We'll help you set it up on your PC so that you'll be good to go. Now we have the Python interpreter. Remember, I told you we need two things. What are the two things I mentioned that we need to set up our Python environment? What and what? First, we need the Python interpreter, and then we need a coding environment. I mentioned the other time IDE, didn't I? Integrated Development Environment, which is an examples. We have PyCharm, we have VS Code. So I said we are going to be using VS Code in this class. We already have Python interpreter installed, so we need to get VS Code, right? So to get VS Code, just type VS Code. Just type it. You see it. The first thing you see here will be VS Code, and you click on it. So we are going to work on this display. We're going to work on it. Oh, sorry, work on that. Okay. So once it loads, alright, so you have it here. So you click download for Windows, and once you click that, you should have it. The download will begin. So I'm going to cancel this again because I already have it installed. So I'm going to cancel this because I already have them installed. So you wait for it to download, finish downloading. Now to install, get to where you have your Python downloaded. Okay. Do I have it here? Now, I think I have it in the SCP. Okay, now here in this folder, can you see the files? I have the Python interpreter and the VS Code. Now to install the Python, you can double click on the file. You double click on the file. And wait for it to load. Wait for it to load up. I'm not going to install it. I have Python installed. I just want to show you how to install. You see, it's even asking me, do I want to modify or repair or uninstall? So I'm not going to touch this. But if you are to install it, you are supposed to check what do you call it now? You are supposed to check a particular option if you are to install Python. Let me just cancel this. So here's what we're going to do. Now there's going to be a video of setting it up on the LMS. Yes. How many of you have checked out your LMS? You have logged into your LMS? Yeah. There are lessons there already. Okay. Then Victor, you can unmute your mic and talk.
I mean, log into my LMS.
You don't have the login details.
I've logged in.
You've logged in.
Yes.
All right. Talk about that at the end of class, okay? Talk about that. So you can just mute that. All right. So let's to get started now. I want us to write our first Python code. So we are going to create a folder. Control Shift N. Control Shift N. You can use that as a shortcut to create a new folder. And I'm going to name it Python new. Oh, I wrote name. Sorry about that. Alright. So what I'm going to do right now is I will open that folder using VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Okay, so I'll just open with code. So that it opens with VS Code. Let me get you there. Alright, so this is the interface of the Visual Studio Code. This left side is called your File Explorer, right? This is where you create files. And so on and so forth. Alright, let's just wait a bit. Alright, so you see this Python new is the folder that I opened, right? Are we together? So I'm going to create a new Python file, right? Remember I told you a script is a Python file that contains code, right? So I'm going to create a new Python file, and Python files end with .py. That's the extension of Python files. I'm going to create a main.py. It is common to use to call a Python file main.py. You can call it anything you want. You can call it testimony.py or anything you want to use. Alright, so here I can type my Python code. So we want to write our first Python program, and usually we every beginner in a new programming language, it is common for them to begin with a hello world program. So we are going to print hello world. Remember, there has to be parentheses, and inside we put our hello world. We have to put quotation marks. It's important because we are printing what? Who can tell me? Why are we using quotation mark? Why not just print and put hello world in the brackets? Why? Because hello world is a what? String. Is a what? String. We cover that earlier on. If it is a number we want to print, we don't need to put quotes. Alright, so let's run this. You look for the play button and run it. I can't find that here. Why? Okay, now the play button is here. The play button is here. Let me get back to my Explorer and let me just run this. You click on the play button and that will run the file. don't know why that is taking some time. This window is malfunctioning. Let me close this window and reopen it again. Okay, open its code. It happens sometimes like that. When you are running multiple software simultaneously, we are running our browser, we are presenting and this at the same time. You know what? Let's not make use of VS Studio, Visual Studio Code for today. Let's just run it with IDE, which is another Python IDE available. It comes pre-installed with Python. So I'm just going to type IDLE here. Now wait for it to load. IDL is not. Okay, I can. If that's not going to work, there's a lot of options left for us. let's just use a browser-based IDE. So I'm going to use a browser-based IDE. So this IDE offered by our programmers is good for running Python code. Alright, so at the left side here we have our text editor, and then we have the output at the right side. So what are we to print? We want to print hello world. So let's type print, and then we have the parentheses, and inside the parentheses we put quotes, and then what? Hello world. So let me click on run, and let's wait for the output. Okay, so you have the output, hello world. Now remember, if I want to print numbers, now what do you think will happen if I don't put the quotes? What do you think will happen? Let me ask you. What do you think will happen if I don't put the quotes? Just let's watch. Actually, get an error. I get an error. Can you see error? What does it say? It says invalid syntax, right? Remember we talked about syntax. Syntax is the way you write code. It must be in the correct syntax. Are you following? So you don't print strings without quotes. Do you understand that? Alright. Now, if it is a number, you don't need to put quotes, and I'll show you that. Print 1, 2, 3. Can you see it? Did I put any quotes? Numbers, 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 numbers. Right? Python recognizes numbers. 2 plus 3. And you're going to get the output. What do you get? 5. And if it is multiplication you want, you put this asterisk. Get 6 as the output, right? So we end our Python class there today. So I do hope that you have gained something, even though this is not meant for everyone. This is just